Oh, good morning. It's a wonderful day. I did stay a little bit after last week's video, which was 2 days ago for me. So I did stay over and do some more cleaning up of electrical, and I have to do quite a bit more. Turns out there's way more cables than I anticipated. Some stuff has arrived though. Let me show you that. Alright, a new start button. So this will go on my new little electrical board. Start the engine. Remember, this is all for the engine. And new, pretty decent looking bus bars. So these bus bars are pretty cool. I thought they might be a bit cheapy, but they're not. They're pretty decent. What I don't have are apparently hands. Alright, 48 volts, 250 amps up to, this will be more than enough. I need to go get some screws to put this into the cupboard, but that looks so cool. And it's got small mounting points if I ever want to add other things. For example, I will be adding that small solar panel to trickle charge the batteries. This is for the engine electrical. So let's see if we can make some more progress this week.
So first things first, I need to begin wrapping up these bus bars that I made. These will connect the terminals on the battery, one in red, one in black, and then I go over it twice just to make sure that I don't have any loose things that can touch between the poles. Then I have to mount the bus bars in the cabinet. This ended up being quite a bit more complicated than I thought, and when I was putting the neutral bus bar in, I discovered some sort of a beam or something running between this and the cupboard adjacent, so that became an entirely different mission, but we managed to get there in the end. And then lastly, I'm going to have to run cables, but that'll be later, and I don't even think I'll get to it in this video at all.
Right, so that took embarrassingly long to do. I think we're okay. There also seems to be a power issue. All my lights are flickering like this. Everything that's plugged into shore power is doing this. But okay, so that being done, the next thing I need to do is those other bus bars. So I need to set them up across these terminals. So let me start on that now. So I found a light I can use. Of course, it's in the way of what I'm trying to do. Everything is in the way of what I'm trying to do. But I can't see properly in here, so I need something. I'm sure it'll all go dark as soon as I stick my head through. Alright, let's have a look and see. I'm starting to think that these holes aren't big enough. Holy poop. No, they're not. I need to make bigger holes. How did I get that so wrong? Alright, well, after all that, I've done it wrong. Okay, let's turn all this off and try again.
Right, so I widened up those holes on the bus bar so that they would actually fit, and now suitably armed with the correct size holes and the bus bars all ready to go, I can make the connection between the batteries and set them up in parallel. I think this is a very neat solution, and it's a lot easier than having cables lying around.
Alright, I had to widen the holes a bit and just slightly adjust how this bar goes. I think I need to put a spacer in here just to lift it up, because it's got a bit of a bow in it because it's touching the top of this. Same with the one at the back. I just need to do a little bit more finagling. Then I've hooked up the solar to the bars, and we're at 13.3 and charging again. So this is pretty good. It's really tight. It's pretty decent. It's not going anywhere. I think we're good. I think this solution is going to be fine. Then I need to put a bolt in the last holes at the end of the bus bars and make small cables going to those bus bars that we just installed. 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours it's taken for me to do this relatively simple thing. I'm a little confused as to why these things always take so much longer than they ought to, but it's fine. I need to just turn this off. Right. It's also getting stupid dark now, so I need to maybe put things away until tomorrow. So much of the day is gone. There's a massive storm front building. It's coming in. Right, so let me prep for tomorrow. To those bus bars will also go the windlass cables. So the windlass has got these massive double odd gauge cables, red and the black going the length. I need to put power to that from there and make sure that that's set up, disconnected up front. Then run the positive and neutral cables to the starter motor and wire up the engine portion of it, and then test it to make sure that it works. So when I start the engine, I want to make sure that I've got power to those batteries, that it's charging, and then the cutoff switch, which I was going to use this old one, this one, which is great. It's really pretty robust and it can handle it on and off. This fully separates the power to the batteries from the engine. But now I'm thinking I might put a three-way. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put this in, and if I want to upgrade it, I can do that later. Right, so let's pack up, go home, and plan for tomorrow. Back aboard, I'm starting to clean up. I have to go into an awful place. A place I don't really want to go to. So I'm going to show you guys so that you can feel sympathy. I've got to crawl into the worst bilge ever. Now I can probably reach over with my hand and get through some of these cables, but I haven't been in here, and this is a project that I've been avoiding. I've been avoiding it because, well, let me show you. As you can see, under the floorboards, this is the main bilge in the galley, and I need to deal with those cables coming through there. And I'll deal with them. But I think for now, I do see a ton of water. So I'm thinking I need to run the pump. So let me do that quickly. Oh, all right. You can hear the pump working. Now this is an old pump. It does work. It's not in great condition, but it does work. I have it temporarily wired up, but I have to manually run it. It doesn't have an auto float. It used to, but I suspect it's probably damaged or something else is wrong, probably. But as you can see, it works pretty well when it works. That's almost empty. There is a lot of gunk in there, so it's probably quite blocked. Right, I think that's about all that it can do. There's a lot of gunk in here. There's some stuff that's fallen in here. I don't know what that is. Oh man, I really need to get my shit together and get in here and deal with this. Alright, back to work. This is one cable. Where does this go? Alright, for these other cables, they're not that simple. I'm actually going to need a hand. I'm going to need somebody pulling on one end while I try and trace where they go. I can't see where they go. So it's going to require a friend of mine coming to visit. I require a bilge troll to help me out on this one. Because what I see here, this is the power to the windlass. It needs to get rerouted under there and come out through that hole and into the bus bar. And I'll probably have to cut a section of it. But I do not see the neutral anyway. So I need to crawl up front, way in there, see where it's connected and follow it somehow through the floor here, which is going to require me doing some really heavy cleaning up. Alright, so I have looked in here now. I'm going to give you guys a look-see inside. Alright, so we have two black cables going up, but they're coming from the switching unit. Somebody has written something down in here once upon a time. So I would say it's definitely interesting. That unit is powered by a cable. That would, to me, that is the positive. So they've used one long red cable for everything. So that means there's two red cables going down. Okay. Then they come out of there. They run along under the bunk. They go in here and they disappear into the floor over there. Then they come out through here and they go into there. Which means they must come into here. And they do. Okay, so they do come into here, and then they go above the water tank. That there is our speed indicator. All right. Now I need to look at this. Give me a sec. All right. Well, okay. What? Okay, so I'm trying to understand. Okay, so the one red cable that goes all the way down there through there, and then this is the other one. What does that mean?
So this is literally me pretty much every day trying to unravel the chaos that is years and years of weird boat ideas that are not mine, and trying to piece together this puzzle.
How do I divine from this setup exactly what goes where and powers the windlass? I'm fairly confident that I can swap it around. I think. I mean, I could have at least put, like, I don't know. I could have put something on there to separate the difference. So these are the ends. One of these are the neutral, one of these are the positive, and I couldn't begin to tell you which one. So can I actually just put it on, go test the windlass, or check for sparks and things, and if it doesn't work, come back, swap it? Like, will it blow? Will it blow the controller if it's the wrong way around? I'm going to have to do some research, so I don't actually know if that's the case. The positive goes to the controller. So if I can identify that one, then I think that'll be getting me a lot closer. So I'm going to repeat what I've done and see if I can jiggle it all the way through and find which one is the positive. Yeah, but let me try that and I'll get back to you with either good news or bad news. So according to my investigations, this should have power to it now. I haven't seen any sparks or anything. I guess the trick now is to go outside and press the button. I have no idea what's going to happen, so best of luck, I think. I'll set your wall down over here, and probably the first thing I have to do is untie this. This isn't doing anything. Yeah. Maybe it's the buttons. All right, so I'm going to undo this and then disconnect all of this stuff because I don't want to leave things connected if I'm not sure what's happening. Let's just say I'm paranoid about fires and electrical issues. I mean, that is, of course, if there isn't another cable and this isn't the neutral that I thought it was. All right, I was hoping for a quick win. No quick wins. Let's see what else we can do. Right, well, that leaves me with quite a few tasks still to do. I have to remove the windlass. That's a real thing. It's going to be really difficult to get in there. I need somebody who can reach in from the bottom and I can work on top because I can't fit in there. I'm quite a large guy. I'm 6'2" something, 1'9" for those in metric land. I need to resort these out. I've definitely got the correct cables the correct way around. I've looked at that about 5 or 6 times now. I've labeled them as I've been going. They're definitely the correct cables, so the problem must be elsewhere. It might be the motor itself is toast. It might be that switching unit is a bit of a mess. So I anyway need to look at that windlass. It's looking pretty tired. I need to clean it up, make sure that the motor is good. If I put power directly to it, that'll be pretty great. My truck is broken down again. This time it's not an easy thing. It's probably the injector pump, or I have some faulty injectors. It just drops all of its power. Anyway, that's a different problem, which means my accessibility to the boat is going to be pretty bad over the next couple of weeks, because I have to borrow the wife's car, and there's only one car and we can't get around without cars. Right, then I need to finish wiring the alternator. I have no more red cable, so I need to go purchase some red cable. So that again relies on transport and funds, so I'm going to have to see if I can maybe do a temporary thing, because I would like all of this working. I need to run the engine, and then I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to mount on my little board. So I need to mount the I need to get a rev counter, which I've ordered online for, and I need to set up the fuel pressure sensor. There's a thermostat I need to set up to tell me the temperature of the water in the engine, that little digital display thing, and then the hours meter, and I'd love to set that all up on the batteries we've just done in this video. So there's quite a bit still to come. Thank you for joining me this week on a very sort of more laid back, I mean, how can you get more laid back? But yes, very laid back and chilled video. I will try and speed things up. That camera thing fell through, so I'm not going to get the camera that I was going to get. So I'm in the market again for a decent camera that can improve these videos. I'm so sick of using my cell phone. But all right, so next week, that's my task to do. I know that my days are a little bit skew. I'm not uploading every Thursday. It's kind of become a 7, 8, 9 day cycle at the moment. That's just the circumstances that we're in, but it'll come right. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll see you all next week, guys. Bye bye.